Attention deficit/hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, is a condition often pictured in the boundless energy of schoolchildren. Yet, this is a narrow view of a much wider landscape. In the world of professional men, ADHD presents itself in far more subtle ways. Many successful men navigate their careers while quietly managing its challenges. They may appear accomplished, holding positions of responsibility, but beneath this surface, a different story often unfolds. These individuals have learned over many years to conceal the traits that do not fit the conventional image of a professional. Their daily lives are a delicate balancing act, hidden from colleagues and sometimes even from themselves. The classic signs of ADHD, inattention, impulsivity, and hyperactivity, do not simply vanish in adulthood. Instead, they transform. Inattention is not merely daydreaming. It is the struggle to complete a tedious report or losing focus during a critical meeting. It is the frustration of misplacing important documents, car keys, or a mobile phone, just moments after putting them down. Impulsivity might manifest as speaking out of turn, interrupting a superior without meaning to, or making hasty decisions that require later correction. These are not failures of character, but the neurological wiring of a different kind of mind at work in a structured world. Hyperactivity, too, changes its appearance. The child who could not sit still in a classroom becomes the man who restlessly taps his foot under the boardroom table. He might pace his office while on the phone, or prefer to stand during meetings. This constant need for motion is channeled, sometimes productively, into a relentless work ethic. He may be the first to arrive and the last to leave, not always out of ambition, but because a mind that never truly rests drives him forward. This internal restlessness is a powerful yet often exhausting engine that powers him through his professional life. These behaviors are frequently misunderstood. A missed deadline may be seen as a lack of commitment, not a battle with time perception. An impulsive comment can be mistaken for disrespect, rather than a mind that moves faster than it can filter. The constant fidgeting might be viewed as nervousness or impatience. For the man with undiagnosed ADHD, this can lead to a lifetime of quiet confusion. He may wonder why simple tasks feel monumental, or why he feels out of step with his peers, despite his obvious intelligence and capabilities. This is the hidden world of adult ADHD. Over time, many men with ADHD develop remarkable survival instincts. They create intricate systems to manage their lives, a form of camouflage known as masking. This involves consciously suppressing their natural ADHD traits to fit in with societal and workplace expectations. They might force themselves to maintain eye contact in conversations, even when it feels unnatural and draining. They may rehearse what they're going to say in a meeting to avoid blurting out their thoughts. This constant self-monitoring is a significant cognitive effort, a hidden layer of work on top of their actual job responsibilities. Compensation strategies are another key tool for survival. These men often rely on rigid routines and external structures to keep themselves on track. Their calendars are meticulously planned, with alarms and reminders for every task. They may use multiple digital apps or old-fashioned notebooks to capture fleeting ideas before they disappear. This reliance on systems can be so effective that it completely hides their underlying difficulties with organization. To an outsider, they may appear exceptionally disciplined and organized, the very opposite of the stereotype associated with ADHD. But this structure is not a preference, it is a necessity. The choice of career can also be an unconscious form of compensation. Many men with ADHD are drawn to high-stimulation environments. They may thrive as entrepreneurs, surgeons, journalists, or emergency responders, professions where novelty, urgency, and problem-solving are constant. In these roles, their ability to think quickly and their high energy become assets rather than liabilities. A workplace that is dynamic and ever-changing can feel more natural to them than one that is slow, predictable, and repetitive. They seek out environments that match their internal rhythm, allowing them to use their unique wiring to their advantage. However, this carefully constructed world is often fragile. While these strategies allow them to function and even excel, they come at a cost. The mental energy required to maintain the facade is immense. A small disruption, an unexpected meeting, a change in routine, or a lost to-do list can cause their entire system to falter. They may appear successful and in control, but internally, they often feel like they are just one mistake away from everything falling apart. This constant, low-level stress is an invisible burden they carry each day. The relentless effort to manage ADHD in a demanding professional world takes an unseen toll. One of the most common challenges is chronic procrastination, especially with administrative or mundane tasks. Filling out expense reports, responding to routine emails, or completing paperwork can feel almost physically painful. This avoidance is not due to laziness, but to a brain that struggles to initiate and sustain focus on low-interest activities. This can lead to last-minute rushes, missed opportunities, and a persistent feeling of being behind, which only adds to their stress. This internal struggle often cultivates a powerful sense of being an imposter. Despite external evidence of success, promotions, praise, and accomplishments, many men with ADHD feel like they are deceiving everyone. They attribute their achievements to luck or to their ability to hide their flaws rather than to their genuine talents. They live in quiet fear of being found out, believing that if their colleagues saw their disorganized desk, their chaotic inbox, or their struggle to start a simple task, they would be exposed as a fraud. This feeling can erode self-confidence and prevent them from truly enjoying their successes. The impact extends far beyond the office walls, affecting mental health and personal relationships. The constant stress of masking and compensating can lead to high levels of anxiety or depression. Some may turn to substances like alcohol or caffeine to manage their symptoms, to calm their restless mind, or to stimulate focus. At home, their partners may bear the brunt of their forgetfulness, disorganization, or emotional dysregulation. This can lead to misunderstandings and conflict, as their behavior is often misinterpreted as a lack of care or respect, straining the most important bonds in their lives. Ultimately, this sustained effort can lead to complete burnout. The combination of a high-pressure job, the secret effort of managing ADHD symptoms, and the associated mental health challenges is an exhaustive one. The high energy that once drove their success can deplete, leaving them feeling overwhelmed, cynical, and emotionally drained. They may find themselves unable to meet the demands of their work or personal life, a state of collapse that can be both frightening and confusing. This is often the point at which the hidden struggle can no longer be contained, and the need for help becomes undeniable. The journey toward understanding begins with a proper diagnosis. This is not a simple checklist, but a comprehensive assessment conducted by a specialist, such as a psychiatrist or psychologist. The process involves a detailed review of the individual's history, looking for patterns of behavior that stretch back to childhood. It often includes interviews with family members and standardized rating scales to build a complete picture. For many men, receiving a diagnosis in adulthood is a profound moment of relief. It provides a name for a lifetime of unexplained struggles, reframing them not as personal failings, but as symptoms of a neurodevelopmental condition. Once a diagnosis is confirmed, a multifaceted treatment plan can be developed. For many, medication is a highly effective tool. Stimulant or non-stimulant medications can help improve focus, reduce impulsivity, and quiet the internal restlessness, making it easier to manage daily tasks. This is often combined with therapy, particularly cognitive behavioral therapy, which helps individuals develop practical strategies for time management, organization, and emotional regulation. A therapist can also help address the secondary issues of low self-esteem, anxiety, and the feelings associated with being an imposter. Beyond clinical treatment, simple adjustments to one's lifestyle and work environment can make a significant difference. Establishing healthy habits such as regular exercise, a balanced diet, and sufficient sleep can help regulate energy and mood. At work, small accommodations can be transformative. using noise-cancelling headphones to minimize distractions, breaking large projects into smaller, manageable steps, or requesting written instructions instead of verbal ones are all practical ways to support an ADHD mind. These changes allow the individual to work with their brain, not against it. It is crucial to remember that ADHD also brings with it a unique set of strengths. The same mind that is easily distracted is also capable of immense creativity and innovative thinking. The high energy that causes restlessness can be channeled into extraordinary passion and resilience. Men with ADHD are often excellent problem solvers, able to see connections and possibilities that others might miss. With the right diagnosis, support, and understanding, they can not only manage their challenges but also harness their remarkable strengths. They can move from a life of quiet struggle to one of thriving, making valuable contributions to their professions and communities.